Hey friends, welcome to another Wednesday video in the toy room. Not a hunt video. We've had hunt videos recently. It's been a welcome. You want to come? You want to come talk to the good folks watching the video? Happy March to you all, if I have not said that. And it's a special video this week because it is getting ready to be Toylanta weekend here. As you're watching it, if you're watching it the day it goes up on a Wednesday. Toylanta begins in 2 days, March 24th through 26th. Starts Friday evening, March 24th, all day March 25th, all day March 26th. There are a variety of tickets. I would recommend, if you want to get the ticket that's like for the full weekend, it lets you get into all the night events, the concerts, the lobby swaps, all that type of stuff. That's a lot of fun. If you've been a long-time viewer of the channel, or even just a viewer at least a year, you know that we love Toylanta. It's not far from where we are. It's been in a few different locations over the past couple years. It's moving to a different location. It's at the same location that Joelanta was in the fall that we went to, which is in Gwinnett County. If you're in downtown Atlanta, probably 30-40 minutes north to get to that. In fact, the Hilton Atlanta Northeast, Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Hilton Atlanta Northeast on 5993 Peachtree Industrial Road. That's where Toylanta is. And so we certainly appreciate the folks at Toylanta having us out as they have for many years. And again, if you've been a long-time viewer of the channel, you know that we have done a lot of fun Toylanta content over the last 5 or 6 years. We've had Toylanta videos. There are Toylanta videos that predate Life of the Dubs and Dub Life. So, 250-ish weeks ago did we have Toylanta videos. And back then I was picking up like Toy Biz Marvel Legends. You can go back to I think it's a 2018 Toylanta video, and you'll see me fill up the kitchen table with Toy Biz Marvel Legends. Those are since long gone, but certainly fun nonetheless. Toylanta's a great show. We'll talk a little bit about the show itself, but then you'll talk about the things related to this audience. So lots of both vintage and modern toys. I think especially if you are a vintage, collector, there always seems to be some really, really good stuff there. I know Century, the Mad Collector, Ron, he was just overwhelmed with how much good vintage stuff was at Toylanta last year. I know Craig, Not Another Retro Channel, Narc, he continues to try to get there. I'm not sure if he's coming this year, but many times he's tried to be there. He's a big retro vintage collector in our community. So lots of great vintage stuff, kind of rare pieces, hard to find. Really Toylanta and Joe Fest, which is in Augusta, Georgia, and Joelanta here, and the Retro Toy Show in Greenville, South Carolina. They're all kind of sisters to each other, in my opinion. You see a lot of the same folks there, people that we know that we've done a lot of things with and enjoy working with. So lots of great vendors. It is primarily 95% a toy show. There will be a few guests, sometimes like Sergeant Slaughter may be there or people like that. I don't know that any of those are announced for this year, but it's primarily just toy shows. There are panels. There's some customizing panels and things of that nature, things about State of the Hobby, but really it is a pure toy show. Versus most of the conventions that you see us go to, which are broader conventions that have art and comic books and cosplay and panels and live entertainment, all this stuff. Toyland has a little bit of each of that. They have a band that plays. And, last year, if you were there, you got to see me close the band set out with a rendition of Touch Myself. That is a thing that happened last year. So it's just a lot of fun. But if you're very toy focused, this is the show for you. Toylanta. Vendors are sold out. I know David is setting up. He'll have a vendor space there. I know that Pixel Dan has been announced to come to Toylanta this year very recently, so that's exciting. I've never met Dan. I actually have his Masters of the Universe book. I may bring that and get him to sign that, but hopefully we get to just talk to Dan. Maybe he'll be on the channel. I don't know. I don't want to just shove a camera in somebody's face that has to do that all the time. But then also, what is very exciting is, for the first time in the South ever, Four Horsemen Studios will be at Toylanta. And that's why I've got this case of Mythic Legions right beside me, because we're going to open that up here in just a minute when we get done talking about Toylanta itself. So let's do a little reminiscing of what Toylanta has been over the years. So back 2018 would have been the big Toy Biz year. I got an incredible haul there. 2019, I think, is the first time that other people started to come and go with me to Toylanta. I believe that's right. So I think 2019, Josh came, and actually, I may be wrong. It may be 2017. Yeah, you get so confused with the COVID timeline. So let's go in reverse. 2022 was last year. All the Mythic Legions customizers were there. It was incredible. That's where we saw the debut launch of the Savage Crucible action figure line, which right now is still on Kickstarter. It is available to be backed on Kickstarter. We saw the very first samples of that. We saw samples of the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom 6-inch line, which are now in people's hands. We got to see that at last year's Toylanta. We spent a lot of time with Nick Dubes there. I had a lot of fun with him. He had some incredible Mythic Legions customs. We had Slap Happy Toys was there. Kent Pool was there. Century the Mad Collector was there. OG Geek was there. I'm trying to remember. This was staying at the hotel. So What's Poppin'? Seth was there. George was there. Diamond Dave was there. I don't remember who all was there. I think Money Mike was there. There was a lot of folks that came. Humpty. Yep, Humpty was definitely there. Maverick was there. It was a lot of fun. We had several videos. We also started Toylanta weekend off with the live stream that was all of us doing challenges and eating weird stuff. So that was 2022 Toylanta. 2021 Toylanta is the epic Castle Dub multi-part series where Josh came, Damien was there, a lot of the other guys I just mentioned, and we stayed in a castle. And a lot of craziness happened. Steve came to Toylanta that year. So that was fun. Of course, David's always there at Toylanta with me as well. So that was 2021. 2020 didn't happen. So Toylanta happens at the end of March. Obviously, the end of March 2020 was not a good time. And 2020 didn't happen. 2019, I'm trying, because I feel like that Josh... There is the year of Toylanta where we meet Tequila Joe, Vodka James, in the lobby of the hotel. Foxy For Real came, Greg Cook was there, Damien was there. It's where Josh and I buy a lot of action figures in the elevator from Roma Collectibles. I just don't remember if that was 2019 or 2018. I can't remember if Josh has come just the one time or if he's actually come twice. I don't remember. So lots of really fun moments on the channel have happened at Toylanta, and we're very excited. So we're going. I will be there for portions of all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It will be a busy weekend for me because Kaya has her theater performances Friday night and Saturday night. So probably I will do something like I'll be there during the day Friday helping David set up. May reappear later in the evening. Saturday I'll be there during the day, may not be there at night, then Sunday I'll be there all day. But I'll be coming and going. The girls will probably come up with me on Sunday, maybe a little bit on Saturday. It just depends on schedule. It's going to be a crazy time. And of course we'll also get into all sorts of other craziness because all the guys are going to be here and we're going to be going crazy. So Toylanta's coming. We're very excited. It's just a couple days away. If you're close, you can still buy tickets there. It is a show I'd recommend if you're into toys, right? If you're into the more traditional Comic-Con, maybe not the show for you, but if you're into toys hardcore and just having a good time, all the guys I mentioned are going to be there. I know Century Mad Collector's coming, Kent Pool's coming, OG Geek's coming, What's Poppin's coming, Humpty's coming, Slap Happy Toys is coming. I know they're all coming. So we're going to be up to no good, I'm sure, at some point, but we're all excited because the Four Horsemen are going to be there. And when the Four Horsemen themselves, who I've never met, and I have so many of their products between Mythic Legions, between Masters of the Universe Classics, between the sculpts they do for Super 7, the sculpts they do for Mattel, lots of you have stuff from those sculptors in your life. So we're very excited to meet them, but also when the Four Horsemen are there set up at a studio, they sell Mythic Legions at their prices, which are cheaper than retailer prices. And they also tend to bring stuff out of the vault that hasn't been available for a while, available at their retail prices. So a figure that may be selling for $150 on eBay, they'll have for $37. That's a good thing. Not because anybody's interested in reselling. Well, people may be interested in reselling. But what we want to do is collect them, get them. So in tribute to the Four Horsemen being there, this came this week. It is Mythic Legions All-Stars Wave 5. I bought the all-in of All-Stars Wave 5. I have it right here. I have not opened it. It is still sealed. And I've been saving it for a few days to make this video because in tribute to Toylanta, doing a Wednesday video saying we're coming to Toylanta, we just take a very quick look. We're going to open this box up. We're going to take a very quick look at what came in the All-Stars Wave 5. So I'm excited. Of course, I do have my new In Your Face Art Michelangelo shirt on. We just did a debut video for those recently. And let's see, because I don't actually fully remember what is in this All-Star. And it was considered All-Stars Plus. So if you're not familiar with Mythic Legions, the way they do reissues, right? So usually figures are made to order, one and done type of scenario. But they do reissues every year. And the way they do it is a vote. It is a fan vote where fans get to vote on what figures they'd like to see reissued, and those figures become the All-Stars Wave. So some of these are going to be reissues. Now, often in the reissues, they do things a little bit differently. They include some things maybe they didn't include before. They slightly change the color of a body or whatever. You see, I immediately see there's a horse that I don't remember there being in this wave. So I think there's 3 or 4 of these that are reissues, but the rest is another wave. That's why it's All-Stars Plus instead of just an All-Stars wave. So also, in the recent years of the All-Star wave, that is when they put in what they call their Motu tribute figures. So if you're not familiar, the Four Horsemen sculpted a great deal, maybe all of the Masters of the Universe Classics line, a very popular line. They've done a lot of work with Masters of the Universe. So within the Mythic Legions line and now with the Cosmic Legions line, they do tribute figures, 2 per year, to a Motu character. And you're going to see those coming in this right now. So I think we could just let it ride and pull these out one at a time. So the easiest one to get out first will be the horse, and that is Boreas. So if you haven't messed with a Mythic Legions horse, they're very, very nice. This is a gray horse. They put out quite a few. It's a pretty easy repaint, I'm sure. But their horses are the best 1/12 scale horses going. So we have Boreas. Let's see who this is. This is a new figure. This is part of the plus. This is Swig the Goblin. And I will take these all down, give you just a very quick close-up. This is a Heads pack. This is the first time they've done that. Heads pack 1, they actually put it in packaging. So you've got some repaints of a dwarf and a demon and a vampire and a female and a cat and a bog goblin. And they put it in a standard packaging, which I think is pretty cool. I'm going to mess up my iPad here. Let's see what we're doing. Next, we have got, this is another of the Plus Wave. This is the figure that if you're in the Mythic Legions community, it's the dress. If you remember the dress, what color is the dress? Is this a blue figure or is this a silver figure? Nobody knows, but it's Duban. And that's another net new character. All of that has been net new so far. Here's the first of the Motu tribute figures. I do already have this one, but it's awesome. I would say Okatos. Kind of like Kato cut rate. Now this is the first of the All-Stars. It's Romulus, an awesome figure. This figure probably sold for $200 before they did the All-Star reissue. And then this is a new figure, a Xylarian Guard. I think this is kind of an elf guard figure. And I'll give you a close-up here in a minute while we wrap this thing up. Another new figure, Lady Avarana. Oh, she's got like demon red eyes. Pretty cool. I don't remember what this is. It's been a while ago. So the way Mythic Legions works is they have a pre-order window. You have to pay in full. It's like 5 weeks, the window. And they show up like a year later. These actually only took like 6 months. They came pretty fast. Azar, this is a reissue of the Yellow Demon. So I have the blue and the red demon already. So we have the Yellow Demon. Got 2 more to go. This is the other power card, or Motu tribute figure, Xenothon. Like Stratos. And the other guy's Web Store. Where did I put him? So that's a tribute to Stratos from Motu, and this is a tribute to Web Store. So he has an accessory that gives him multiple arms. He's cool. I think that Xentheon is a beautiful figure. And then the last one, which is probably the most anticipated of the reissues, is Ilgar. This is a skeleton, maybe a dwarf skeleton, you could say. This very difficult to find. He has a rusted sword. That is just really nice. And I don't know whether I want to use that bearded head or the skeleton head. I don't know. That is really nice. Let me take the camera down. I'll give you a close-up of all these, and we'll wrap it up. So we have Rufus first. Isn't that right, Rufus? You're one of a kind. No reissue. So let's go through. Show you each of them. There's Azar. Sorry, Zazar's the other one. Yellow Demon, Romulus. Very cool. This guy is just especially good. See, Ilgar. Man, that's cool. Okiatos. I don't know how you pronounce that. I'm going to guess that. He's a Web Store tribute. Xentheon. This may be my favorite Motu tribute. So when they do the Motu tribute, that's obviously the Stratos head, but then you can put the Orc head on him if you just want a gray Orc. I don't know that he comes with an alternate head. He just has the vampire head. I don't know that he has a skull. And then these are the new ones. See, is he blue, is he gray? Depends on your lighting. I think I see gray. She looks great. Look at those eyes. And then down there in the bag will be other weapons and what have you. I love the goblins. I love this goblin a lot. Swig. Very cool. I think he's an elf or a human. I guess you could pick however you want to display him. And then the head pack, which the Mythic Legions community is such a customizing and pop swap community. That's always nice to see those. I need that Bog Goblin, the original one, for my collection. I do not have him. And then the horsey, Rufus. The horsey. Which one is your favorite, buddy? You don't know? Well, Rufus, unfortunately, won't be at Toylanta. I don't think he's allowed to go, but I wish he was. So if you want to pick up stuff like this, these won't be at Toylanta. We do know that because they haven't fulfilled all their orders yet. They're not going to sell them at a show till they fulfill them, but things like this, definitely things like horses, will be at Toylanta. So come join us at Toylanta this weekend. We are very excited about it. Look at that big old tongue. Rufus, what should they do if they see us at Toylanta? What should they say? No? Rufus, what about squeeze?